Welcome to the new world post COVID-19 lockdown. Yes, new way of office, new way of learning, new way of traveling, new way of dining, staying, etc. Yes, friends, everything going to be new for a while until we completely come out of the COVID-19. Contactless service, digital menu, and so on. Okay, let's move to my video. Hi friends, welcome to my channel Boarding Pass. My name is Janardhan and I do quite a lot of travel. I have done with a group, solo, to most of the Asian countries and also to Europe. I do research on travel to understand the culture of various countries and people. Those who are new to my channel, do subscribe to receive my latest videos and don't forget to leave a comment to improve quality of my video and contents. And of course, don't forget to click the like button and share. Okay, let's go into the detail of this video. What I'm talking about. We are going to talk about the impact of COVID-19 on hotel industry. Yes, it is giving us a little bit of cheers to all of us that yes, we are expecting a relaxation of lockdown and to look forward to attend office, resume business, use public transport to commute, so on and so forth. However, there's a huge change expected in the hotel industry in India post-lockdown. What are those changes? Let's go one by one to understand what are the changes it is expected and how as people, as public, we have to accept it. Sales going to be low. Sales going to be low. As you know, people may not like to travel, take risk, and stay in hotels. So, of course, the sales going to be low for initial few months or maybe for 6 months or 9 months period with additional lot of cost. Now, the cost is one which the hotel has to look to charge it on the customer or to cut their profit. So cost going to be a major impact on this, and contactless service, which is very crucial for the hotel to ensure the safety of the guest. Now, as per the Federation of Hotel and Restaurant Association of India, in collaboration with the Food Safety and Standard Authority of India, these are the two major bodies which formulates, or the governing bodies which formulates the rules and policies for conducting hotel business. Now, hotel business is directly related to the safety of the people. The health is very important, and the hygiene. Now, what are the measures? What are they talking about? Now, they're talking about training to the employees of the hotel to attend to the customer post COVID-19, from procuring the raw materials, guest service, lobby management, maintenance of rooms, etc. So they have given a lot of trainings to these people who are at the front end to receive customers or the guests. Now, hotels have already started preparing a new normal. New normal. The word is sounds little strange, but that is the way of life going to be. They are taking series of precautionary measures, including increased disinfection of guest rooms, public areas, enhanced food procurement, and handling procedures. This is said by one of the leading star hotel in India. Now, they're also looking at changing layout plans. That is, layout in the sense like hotel across the country are finding new ways to rework the restaurant layout in order to maintain social distancing. That is, the layout plan is basically to keep distance between each guest at the restaurant and a minimum contact. So that is the word very widely will be used going forward. A popular international hotel chain is working towards introducing digital menus. That means you will not have any more menu card given to choose your food. So there could be a system where as soon as you check in, you will end up you will end up giving your mobile number. So through your mobile number, you will get your menu card. So you have to choose your food, what you want to order. So this is basically to reduce one-on-one contact or touching the papers and things like that. Unlike in standalone restaurants, the use of disposable cutlery does not apply to or does not suit the luxury hotels. I mean, if you go to roadside or if you go to a small restaurant, they'll be using use and throw. I mean, just use it and throw it away. Whereas in luxury hotel, it may not be possible. So the cutlery has to be washed, rewashed with standard soaps and things like that, so that the impact of virus is completely removed or completely removed. Yes, so those kind of things they're talking about. They also guests will not be allowed to serve themselves from buffet spread. Just think this one area. You go to a restaurant to choose your food and eat. I mean, if you go to a buffet, you'll find spread of foods. So you will choose your food from the spread. But now that may not be possible. So you have to sit in a desk. The server will come to you. You have to tell him what you want to eat. He will take it from the spread and give it to you. So that is the kind of change we can expect post COVID-19. So while these are done, it is basically to keeping in mind the safety of the customer. That's the whole thing. So minimum contact. So that is what the thumb rule going to be. Now, also every hotel have a quarantine section. If a guest shows infection, after staying at the premises, if necessary, an area would be turned into an isolation zone. Imagine in one floor, if they find any guest or anybody with this infection, the entire floor will be quarantined or will be made an isolation zone. So imagine the impact of this virus on the hotel. So imagine if a particular floor is closed for a while or closed for some days or time, the guest, the loss for the hotels, the amount incurred. As per FHRAI, every time a guest is picked up and dropped, the vehicle has to be sanitized, including the tires. When the guests enter, there will be a mandatory temperature check, sanitization of the bag using using sanitizers that does not damage the luggage. So you have to be careful. You have to sanitize the baggage. At the same time, you have to be careful that the baggage is not damaged. The luggage is not damaged. The check-in will be digital and guests will be guided to the rooms with minimum exchange of articles. That means they will be asking you a simple ID proof, unlike earlier times, multiple ID proof. Now there will be one simple ID proof. That also will not be giving to them directly. You have to keep it on a tray, and the hotel will, the staff at the hotel will take it from the tray, check, keep it again in the tray. The guest will take it back from the tray. So there will be a complete contactless. And the staff and the best part is at this hotel, when you're ordering for the food, earlier the staff will deliver the food to your room and he will serve it to you. Now it may not be possible. You have to serve yourself. They'll just deliver to the room, you have to serve yourself. So that is the kind of contactless program they're talking about with the guests at the hotel. Now, social distancing is a primary area which has to be looked in. Not only in the hotel industry, any industry for that matter. Now, coming to kitchen part, kitchen where there will be multiple people employed at a time to cook various kind of foods for the various orders. Now, because of the social distancing, they have to maintain distance between each cook. So there could be about 3 or 4 cooks in a kitchen which used to employ about 10 or 15. So there could be a delay in getting your orders delivered at the restaurant or at the room. So this is the impact we are looking at post COVID-19. Now, once when the guest checks out, there could also be the rooms kept vacant for at least 48 hours to sanitize and make it virus free. So every room, once when checkout happens, the room will be vacant for 48 hours. That means for next 2 days, the room will not be given to any guest. So this is the kind of measures the hotels are looking forward to take. Now, what are the other key areas? What are the other things which the hotel are looking forward? One is like once when you done with your food and the bill comes, people give check. Now, no check. It has to be through a digital mode, either through Paytm or through online transfer, etc. So to reduce your contacts through paper. Now, suppose if they don't have a bank account or they don't use the bank account but they have currency notes. So what will happen when they give currency notes to you? Currency note has to be quarantined for at least 24 hours. Just imagine a foreigner or even for the sake an Indian or businessman is coming and giving currency. Even those currency will be quarantined for 24 hours. So it has to be kept aside. It cannot be mixed with any other cash or it cannot be used running 24 hours. And next question, how often the table to be clean? Like suppose a guest is using the table at the restaurant. Now what happens to the table? Because the guy will be touching the table, touching the cutlery, touching everything on the table. Now what happens to those things? That has to be sanitized. Now how often that has to be sanitized? As also a question which been answered by the hotelier, saying every 3 hours it has to be sanitized with 70% alcohol sanitizers. So that is the kind of measure they are looking taking going forward post COVID-19. Now what if customer says, boss, sorry, I can't follow all these guidelines. I'm like wearing mask or maintaining distance or go to the room, order food, but the guy will not serve. I have to serve my food and I have to pay by digital mode. I'm sorry, I can't do all such things. Simple. The hotelier can always say, please leave. I mean, for them, the safety of the other guests also important, as well as their own safety. So such customer doesn't make sense to them. They can always say go. So that is the kind of steps they are planning to take forward to contain or to save the guests or the employees from this virus. Now there are also guests who get pet when they go out in the evening dinner or such things. They get pets also. Though pet has not shown any virus transmission from one animal to another animal, so pets, yes, may be allowed, but then of course they'll come with some restrictions, that is over the period of time. Now this is the kind of change you can expect going forward when you are entering restaurants post lockdown. So these are the things which is really going to be the life going forward. Now the entire change, I mean the new rules of the game is like safety first. You could be any kind of a businessman, you could be any kind of a guest at the hotel, but the rules has to be followed, each one of them, for the safety of themselves and the guest, I mean themselves and the employees. So yes friends, that's the hotel trend going to be going forward until we come out of this COVID-19 completely. So look forward to see you again with another video. Until then, goodbye, take care, bye.